Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. Today's no different. Today we're back to talk about Lisa Rinna, who's clapping back at Sutton after her appearance last night on Watch What Happens Live. She pretty much exposed Lisa Rinna's hypocrisy. This is actually hilarious. We have all the details. Before we jump into it, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's shots fired. Last night, Sutton called out Lisa Rinna on Watch What Happens Live, and I was living for it. It all started when Sutton Strack called Lisa Rinna out for criticizing Garcelle Beauvais for allegedly not thanking Harry Hamlin for his sauce. Now, she did thank her, but she didn't thank her twice. She also thanked her for the cake and the birthday party, but she didn't thank her twice. I don't know about you guys. I'm personally the kind of I am the person who, if I thank you once, okay, awesome. I do overly thank sometimes, but if I give you a gift and you say, hey, Adam, thanks, I don't need you to kiss my ass and thank me a million times. Just a thank you and an acknowledgement is good with me. I don't need thank you after thank you after thank you after thank you. I mean, maybe you do. And if you do, comment below, but let's keep it moving. So Sutton rolled her eyes when she was asked if Lisa was reaching by calling out Garcelle for not thanking Harry Hamlin personally. And she said, I have a story about that though. Oh, I shouldn't tell. It's a telltale. No, maybe I shouldn't tell. You want to hear it? After that, she revealed that she pretty much brought Lisa and Harry to Elton John's gala, and it was a whopping $10,000 per person per ticket. Sutton's words exactly, well, they were, okay, so a few years ago, this is really bad. Okay, I'm going to do it. A few years ago, Harry and Lisa, I invited them to an Elton John gala, and they came with me as my guests. I never got a thank you. So Lisa Rinna obviously replied on her Instagram while Watch What Happens Live was still airing on Bravo, and she called Sutton out. She said, we didn't come as your guests at Sutton Strack. She said, at Elton John invited us to his event. You asked us to sit at your table, so we did. Let's just make that clear. Andy, the shady man that he is, which we all love, read Lisa's response on Watch What Happens Live, and Sutton had a lot to say about Lisa's claims. She said, see, we're going to have words about this. When she was talking during the commercial break, she knew after Lisa Rinna responded on Instagram, she's like, oh shit, here we go. This is all going to start all over again. Now we're going to have a back and forth. Thanks, Andy Cohen. But to be fair, Sutton, you're the one who called her out for her hypocrisy, and don't be upset about it. Don't apologize. We're here for it. We want to hear it. Because if you're going to go over here and throw stones, make sure your house is not glass, okay? And Lisa Rinna's house is looking a little bit glassy to me. That's all. Let's keep going. Sutton insisted I purchased them those tickets. You purchased 3 $10,000 tickets, Andy asked, and she said yes. Well, I had other people with me as well. So it wasn't just 3 $10,000 tickets. She probably spent anywhere from $30,000 to $60,000 on these tickets. She said, I bought a table. When he asked her, you bought a table? She said, yes, I bought a table. Okay. Rolling in the dough, Miss Hilton. I'm just kidding, Miss Strack. Sutton then, of course, played diplomat a little bit, and she was trying to recover on her words, saying perhaps they did not know that I actually bought those tickets for them. Maybe this is a miscommunication. Cute. I don't think this is a miscommunication, and I also don't think you should go back on what you're saying because Lisa Rinna wouldn't. The funny thing here is Lisa Rinna actually introduced Sutton Strack to the group, and she did last year. We know this on season 10, and Sutton was supposed to be a full-time diamond holder. That wasn't the case because her ex-husband would not let her children film, but now that her daughter's of age, she was allowed to be a full-time housewife because, well, she had that one moment where she got to film with her daughter. When she's sitting across from Lisa Rinna and they're talking about Amelia, Delilah, and Sutton's daughter going on an adult play date, they don't look like they would run in the same circles, and that's no shade. It looks like Sutton's daughter is a little bit more focused on her studies and more reserved, where Amelia is out here showing all because it's fashion. You see what I'm saying? It's no shade to either party. Delilah and Amelia, they want to be famous. You can obviously tell. And that's exactly what they're doing. And Sutton's daughter is over here like, I just want to go to college and travel Europe. All right. After introducing Sutton to the group, she did let her know right out of the gate, you need to hold your own with these ladies. I'm not going to be here to hold your hand. Honestly, after my interview with Sutton, who I loved talking with her, I thought she was amazing. She was super sweet. I didn't know how she was going to hold up as a full-time diamond holder. I wasn't quite sure if she would be able to cut it, but this season she's really bringing it. And sure, it's off the back of the Girardi scandal, but she's asking all of the questions that we want to know. She's going up a little bit with her tail tucked between her legs, but she's going up against Erica, and she is pretty much speaking on behalf of the fans. Her and Garcelle, if anyone tells me they're not the MVPs of this season, I'm here to call you out and be like, you are wrong. Garcelle and Sutton are definitely the true MVPs of season 11, even though, yes, I get it. This is all revolving around Erica, but Erica's saying that she didn't know anything. I don't know what's going on. She's giving us a ton of different stories that are raising red flags with the fans. They could be true. I'm not saying that she's lying, but there's some sort of disconnect with the stories and the way that they're being presented that makes us not understand. And even some of the housewives are like, these stories are bonkers. Dorit, that was you. So by Sutton calling these out, this is the kind of housewife and situation that we need, because if she didn't, well, the rest of the women would just leave it alone and let Erica tell us whatever she wants to tell us. Now we're seeing Erica, I don't want to say break a little bit, but we're seeing her have to be put into tougher situations where she really has to answer some of the hard questions. And because Sutton asked them and Garcelle has defended Sutton, Andy Cohen has now had to, well, call all of this out, put it all out on the table at the reunion. We heard this was going to be one hell of a reunion, and I can't wait. Guys, it airs October 6th. I will be ready with a glass of champs, maybe even some Vanderpump Rosé and some popcorn, because I'm guessing this will be a 3-part reunion. It's going to be one hell of a reunion, and she answers everything. At least that's what they're teasing us. All right. My question for you is, how did you feel about Sutton's track on last night's episode of Watch What Happens Live? Were you here for it, or did you not even see it? And if you didn't see it, based off of this video, what are your thoughts about her calling Lisa out on the hypocrisy? You brought Garcelle some of Harry's secret sauce. That did not cost $10,000, girl. And if there's two of you, Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin, that is $20,000. So while you might say that you have been invited for years to Elton John's gala, Sutton is maintaining, I paid for your tickets and no thank you received. You could have even went on Instagram last night and said, oh, okay, you know, we were actually invited. It had nothing to do with you. You asked us to sit at the table, but thank you. It would have been a shady thank you, but I'm sure we would have taken it. Or if you don't mean it, is no thank you better than just lying about it? All right, guys, we're going live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today with Dana Wilkie, $25,000 sunglasses, and Jason from Down with Jason. We'll be breaking down the whole episode from last night of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and you're in for one hell of a conversation, I promise you. Go ahead, smash that like button if you haven't. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed because it's important. We'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.